Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Kiv, your favorite degenerate, and today I wanted to tell you all about the Hydra launcher because it is way better than everyone thinks it is. It's actually one of the most underrated guns in the game. And I think a lot of people have misunderstood this gun because it doesn't explain how its damage works, and that's something that's really important. Some of you may remember this gun from Halo 5, and you may think that it is just a shadow of its former self. It has been seriously nerfed in a lot of ways, but the honest truth is that it actually has been changed to fulfill a particular role in the sandbox. It's now not just another gun to kill Spartans with, it actually has some unique uses. So to give you an accurate and honest breakdown about this gun, let's split it up into good and bad. For starters, let's talk about the good things that this gun is actually really useful with. So, immediately, right off the bat, let me just say this. You can actually do more damage with this gun without the lock-on, and a lot of people have not put that together. In case you were living under a rock or something, the Hydra launcher in Halo Infinite has two firing modes. There's the normal free fire and also a target lock-on option. But something that the game doesn't tell you is that when you use the lock-on mode, you actually do less damage. So depending on the situation, sometimes you actually might be better off not using the lock-on. I think that it's honestly a lot easier for you all to understand if I show you an example of this in-game. So if we are here just in the training mode, you'll see that it actually takes 5 shots to outright destroy a full-strength Warthog. However, when we switch over to the lock-on mode on the other Warthog, without even locking onto anything, you do less damage, and it actually takes 9 shots. And you do also notice this reduced level of damage when you're shooting against Spartans as well. So without the lock-on, it takes 3 shots to kill an enemy Spartan, and when you do it with the lock-on, it will actually take you 4. So the gap is not as big, however, it is still there. So personally, when I use the Hydra launcher, I find that I won't use the lock-on if they are in a vehicle that I can take advantage of, or they are below me. The lock-on itself is pretty damn good. It's not as good as Halo 5's, but that's because this gun is much more readily available. It's kind of like how 343 redesigned the shotgun to be more readily available that people could use throughout the match and not have as a power weapon, so it's the same thing for the Hydra launcher. For those of you who wanted the ability to kill people very quickly, something I did discover is you can use this gun like the Mangler. You can hit people with one direct shot and then a melee will kill them instantly. But when you shoot them, it does have to be a direct hit, otherwise your melee won't be strong enough to kill them. But to keep going with the strengths, I have to say, this thing can shred vehicles like they are nothing, and it's amazing. This gun is not completely broken, and you still can be killed by vehicles when using it. However, it does give you the opportunity to help your team out a hell of a lot. If there's some kid who's going on a spree in a Wasp, or there's someone in a Warthog running a flag, you can shut that down. So, this thing is a really good gun for taking down vehicles. I find it really useful in game modes like Capture the Flag when you're going to be having a lot of Warthogs and Mongooses making runs for the flag at your base, so you can stand and deliver with one of these and get some really easy multi-kills. Another thing that people don't really know about this gun is that it's not a semi-auto. You can hold down the trigger and it will just keep firing. You do not have to press the trigger every time you want to shoot. If you want to shoot as fast as possible, just keep holding down the trigger and it will automatically keep doing that. So yeah, you can also dish out some damage really quickly if you want to. To give you all an honest video about how this gun works and how it's good, I also wanted to mention some of the bad parts so that you'd know what not to do. So let's talk about some of this gun's weaknesses. While you can use this gun to kill other Spartans in multiplayer, it isn't really the best thing in the world that I would recommend. If I pick one up, I'll usually have it as my secondary in case I see a vehicle in big team. Most of the time, I still want the versatility and the range and the killing ability of a battle rifle. I got caught off guard by this guy over here, and he had the high ground on me with a lock on, but I could just very easily go behind cover and stop his shots from hitting me. So even with a lock on, people will still be able to dodge your shots. Another small issue that I've noticed is actually when targeting Spartans, if you swap over from the free aim to a lock on and you're already looking at your target, it won't lock on. It will automatically correct itself, but you have to either fire a shot to do that, or you have to look away and then go back on target, and that's kind of how you fix it. The fire rate is also a little bit slow, so because of that, if you get caught off guard, you will have a difficult time winning some gunfights. So make sure that when you use this thing that you are aware of your surroundings and you keep an eye out for those sneaky enemies that want to go around the sides with an energy sword. But that's pretty much a good point to call it for today. I hope that you all enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think about the Hydra launcher in the comments down below. Thank you for watching the video until the very end, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe so we can hit 1K before the end of the year. It's all part of the great journey. So I've been Kiv, and I'll see you on the next one.